Welcome to the second class of legal writing and drafting. Week 2 we are in already. And let me briefly recap what we spoke about the last week in the first class. Firstly, we spoke about the importance of legal writing and drafting in action. And I outlined a number of documents that you'd be expected to draft in your legal practice, such as drafting letters, drafting wills, drafting agreements, drafting affidavits, various other types of document in your legal practice, business plans, reports, even legislation perhaps if you end up working for the office of the Parliamentary Council. I also spoke about the characteristics of the legalese and some problems that we encountered in practice when reading these documents. We noticed that antiquated words flourished in many legal documents. Whosoever, thereto, aforesaid, heretofore, herewith. These words are no longer in common use, and it is recommended that we refrain from using them in our everyday legal correspondence and documents. And in fact, we also saw that terminology in many cases was frozen in time. I showed you examples of two documents written 200 years apart, and there was very little difference between a document written in the 1750s and 1950s. There was a lot of unbroken text with little punctuation and very little regard for the reader. There were no indentation and paragraphing. These are all very common features of many legal documents. We also saw the torrential style of legal drafting. Remember, the plaintiff agrees to forego all manner of actions and causes of action and causes of actions, debts, dues, sums of money, bills, receipts and so on. The drafter is trying to cover the field. Also we saw some instances where the drafter is seeking to achieve some sort of extreme precision and uses unusual words and unusual phrases in order to convey precision. All manner of action I've ever had from the beginning of the world to the date of these present. Also, one of the other characteristics of legalese was the misplaced phrases and unusual word order in many cases. A proposal was made to effect with accompany an assurance. That sounds like the man chased a cat with a broom in his underwear. The order of words in the sentence has been changed, but as a result, it results in a little bit of confusion. We also saw, we compared some statutes. We looked at the Copyright Acts in England, France and Germany. And we noticed that the German Copyright Act was the best one in terms of explaining to the reader what copyright is and what sort of dramatic, artistic and literary works were covered.